It was indeed. We enjoyed that.
Wasn't it just?
Well, hopefully that's put you in a festive mood, because the weather certainly isn't helping at the moment. It absolutely cats and dogs.
Again, we're trying to think of words that would aptly describe the weather, and most of them really aren't suitable for a family-friendly audience at this time of the day. But yeah, never too early for a festive song, though, is it? I think. I suspect. Yeah, I kind of imagine you as a kind of like last-minute sort of sing day if you're lucky.
I've got to go up the attic. That's the problem. I dread going up the attic. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, well, actually, I mean, you kind of, exuding festive spirit there. The weather, as you said a moment ago, has not been very festive at all, really, has it? And actually, if you cast your eyes to the skies across much of South Wales just before sunset, look at this. It was, well, I mean, literally people in the newsroom here were running to look out of the windows. End of days and the apocalypse, I've seen it described as on social media, but I can assure you it is neither of those. It's all very normal. Several schools of thought, the low pressure that brought the cloud today, coupled with possible ice crystals in the skies, coupled again with a very, very low sunset, has made for some very, very colourful pictures. So please keep those pictures coming. You can X them or tweet them, depending on what you like to call that social media platform these days, Facebook them, but it's always lovely to see the world through your eyes. So then, I did mention the low pressure that possibly brought these purple skies, because there's more of that to come. And just when you thought it couldn't possibly rain anymore, it does, and it is going to keep on raining as well. So here we go then, low pressure, just one system after another. A little heads up for the coming weekend. There may be something a little bit drier for Saturday, but it's only going to last for one day, because there's more wet weather waiting in the wings, and the signs are at the moment that there's no real change in fortune. So the low pressure is going to bring more wet and windy weather well into next week. Hopefully something slightly more settled into next week, well, the end of next week. But with that comes a distinct drop in temperature. Little heads up too, no sign of a white Christmas. It's too wet and it's too windy. In the meantime, here's what's coming over the next few days. I mean, that's struggling, isn't it? But it is winter.
Yeah, I think you're scratching at crumbs there, Ruth.
Literally. Well, I think it's a case of the calm after the proverbial storm, but it's also the calm effectively before the next out there at the moment. So things have somewhat settled after a pretty miserable rush hour home. The roads have been really treacherous, haven't they? But actually, over the next few hours, despite the fact it's calm now, we'll see further showers starting to work their way in. And if you catch one of these, you're likely to know all about it. Heavy, possibly some rumbles of thunder thrown in for good measure too. Again, the winds will be brisk, but not quite as strong as they have been out there this afternoon, moving the air around. So we're looking at general lows tonight of around 8 or 9 in Celsius. So it should be a frost-free night. That's the good news. But it's certainly going to be another unsettled start then to tomorrow morning. Further showers as we wake. These then will be replaced by something heavier as the showers merge into longer spells of heavy downpours. Again, the winds will pick up the pace, gusting 30, 40 miles an hour. Just be warned, really miserable conditions, much like this afternoon. And again, it's over the highest hills and mountains where we'll see some really significant rainfall accumulations. Temperature-wise, well, thankfully, it's still a relatively mild airflow. So we're looking at highs tomorrow of 10 or 11 in Celsius. Compared to this time last week, that's a rise of over 10 degrees. So yes, it's mild, but it's certainly not particularly pleasant. So as we head through then into the coming weekend, Saturday gets off to a wet start, but the frontal system, the cold front, will work its way eastwards quite quickly. So a little heads up if you are making plans for the weekend. Saturday is shaping up to be the better day once the showers have cleared, some blue sky and, dare I say it, some sunshine, with temperatures rising to around 12 or 13 in Celsius. But as you can see, as we head into the start of next week, our unsettled theme looks set to continue.